Welcome to day 4 of Calming Anxiety. Start by taking a comfortable position, making sure your back is straight but not stiff. Allow the chest to open and let the shoulders relax down freely. And when you're ready, let your eyes close gently. Yesterday we talked about how common it is for anxiety to be triggered by speculations about future catastrophes. We also learned that when we allow our thoughts to rise and pass away without getting caught up in their content, we break the flow of anxiety. When we don't identify with our thoughts, anxiety subsides. The more we believe them and react, the more it grows. As you may have noticed yesterday, it's easy to get carried away by our thoughts. Our tendency is to believe them regardless of how exaggerated or unlikely they are. So we pay attention to them. This is our habit. Mindfulness, however, grounds us so we're able to witness our anxious thoughts for what they are: speculations about the future. Changing how we react to our thoughts doesn't come easily. We have to repeatedly practice observing our ongoing stream of thoughts without getting pulled in by their seemingly magnetic force. They're just thoughts, so we don't identify with them. If we have a nervous thought, we note there's nervousness, and then we let it go. If we have a sad thought, we note there's sadness, and then we let it go. We can use this technique of noting to strengthen the habit of non-reactivity, so that's what we'll be practicing today. Take a moment to check in, noticing how you feel. And if there's tension in your face, begin to soften it. Unwrinkle your forehead. Soften your eyes. Relax your jaw. Let the openness of a smile spread outward from your lips. And then take a few very slow, deep breaths. Breathing in and out, relaxing the body, and settling into this moment. And now allow your breath to return to a natural rhythm, observing it as it draws into your body and releases. Follow the breath all the way in to the very end of the inhale, and then follow it all the way back out to its very end. Be aware of each breath you draw in and out. Now observe the quality of the breath. Is it deep or shallow? Long or short? Whatever you notice is fine. We're just observing the natural breath, not trying to modify it in any way. We're not trying to achieve anything or get anywhere. we're just bringing awareness to each moment without preference, judgment, or bias. Just observing the breath as it is. Observing the moment as it is. Following the breath as it flows in and out, breath by breath, moment to moment. Now let's begin the practice of noting. So each time you're drawn to a thought, mentally note it. If there's sadness, note the word sadness. If there's fear, note the word fear. Or if you prefer, you can observe what the mind is doing. You could note planning, ruminating, speculating. By doing this, you're creating room for your thoughts, inviting them into the space. Rather than running from your thoughts or pushing or pulling, you instead form a new relationship with them. One where you can be present with your thoughts without getting lost in them or paralyzed by them. Each time you note a thought, repeat the word until you feel it's sufficiently acknowledged. Then let go of your thoughts and return to the breath. Notice if your mind has drifted away, and if it has, return to the breath. Each time a thought arises, acknowledge its presence and note it, accepting each thought or emotion without making it wrong. If there's anger, let there be anger. If there's joy, let there be joy. If there's fear, let there be fear. It's when we make having fear wrong, telling ourselves we shouldn't be experiencing it, that our emotions intensify. When we observe it without adding any commentary or judgment, the fear comes and the fear goes. Whether our emotions are comfortable or uncomfortable, we treat them all the same, accepting and allowing all that arises. Continue to mentally note each thought or emotion and return to the breath. Breath after breath after breath. And now, take a moment to extend awareness to the whole body. You may notice spaciousness, an expansion, or physical sensations. Widen the scope of your attention to your whole body with an openness to this very moment, whatever that looks like. Throughout the day, feel free to continue the practice of noting. If you're aware of anxious thoughts arising, stop for a moment, close your eyes, and note them. Be present for each thought without taking it too seriously. Watch thoughts come and watch thoughts go, like passing clouds in the sky. The more you note your thoughts and emotions without identifying with them, the more they'll begin to flow through you. You'll begin to recognize thoughts as thoughts and not necessarily future predictions. You'll recognize emotions as emotions without judgment. This is when anxiety begins to dissolve. And as the practice finishes, bring your attention back to the room. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And when you're ready, open your eyes. Congratulations for completing day 4 of the 7 days of calming anxiety. We'll see you back here tomorrow for day 5, where we'll explore the nature of change.